Welcome. Give me a second. There you go. Hello, class. Welcome. Wake up, sheepy. Class is now in session. Let me go put you guys on too. This is moving around a lot more than I thought. I will slap you. Why do you not like my classroom etiquettes? I was kind of considering nice coat.
Alin LA smart.
Yes. Also, is the chat working? Wait, give me a
Well,
second.
now I'm sad that I'm going to miss this stream. D. You're a wizard, Harry. I meant Alin Laphel.
Claude, yeah, look at my new outfit. I'm your teacher for today. Call me Professor Laphel, not Mr. Laphel. Mr. Laphel is what you would call me if I was a elementary or high school teacher.
Sex ed stream.
No. Okay. I was considering like having like a little kind of thing where I could hit you guys with my baton. So whenever you guys are stupid, I could hit you. But I decided against it. No, it's not sex ed, guys. Stop. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of. I mentioned before my New Year's resolution I wanted to learn how to tweet, and I realized
poor Rammies don't have a voice.
Yeah, Rammies are mute, so it's okay, Rammies. But I realized, how's the audio though? Really quick before I go into my spiel, my professor's lecture. I realized, is the audio good? Audio balance? But yeah, I realized that I didn't really tweet as much, even though that was my New Year's resolution. And I realized that I'm not too sure how to tweet. So I thought...
Canonically mute punk sheeps.
Exactly, that's right. I like that.
Terrible. Your voice sucks. Boo.
Someone banned that person, destroyed him, sent to the Shadow Realm. Wait, let me get over there. Give me a second. Let me get over there to hit you.
I can't hear you from the back. JK.
I'm coming over to hit you. Bad sheep. Bad sheep. How dare you say that? No, this is a skit. I do not condone any violence towards students whatsoever. I do not want to pull out the ukulele.
I thought corporal punishment was outlawed decades ago.
Not today. We're not in a real classroom. We're on a stream. Hit us too. No, you're good. Despite your delinquent look, you guys are good. But yeah, audio good. Can you guys hear everything? Everything sounds good. But audio balance. Can you hear the music? Give me a second to turn up the music a little bit up. There you go. I like my music. There you go.
So video games really makes people violent. Look at what happened to a totally not addicted Pal World player.
I only just realized I was not live. You are live. Well, live here. But yeah, I was tempted to like play more Pal World. Like just like say like I don't care about all this setup. Like to just kind of spoil things. I kind of want to show you the anime watch along thing I got set up. I pretty much finished it, so let me go show you guys what it looks like. Give me a second to make sure there's nothing naughty on there. Okay, and you guys are like kind of facing the wrong direction. Look! Oh, well this is awkward. This is my ultimate form. Synced.
Video games cause violence. I played Skate 3 and now I can't stop attacking random pedestrians.
Yeah. This is why I have part of anime watch along.
Alan stepped in the unCISO world full swing Alin Laphel.
This is what the anime watch along thing is gonna look like. So I was like, you know, I could play Power World this week, but I got all this stuff set up. I had it set up since last week.
Earbleed middle.
Like I had it set up since last week, so I didn't have the opportunity to kind of use it. So now's the opportunity for us to use it, guys. Okay, let's go back to the other scene though.
Alan, stop sitting on our faces.
So yeah, so
someone turn on the subtitles. I can't reach the remote.
It's gonna be great. And I even made a special text to speech for you guys. Actually, let me showcase one more thing before let me showcase one more thing before I go ahead and you know, start with today's stream. Here, I think I showed you guys this, right? Look, guys, there's a special text for speech for tomorrow or for Sunday. You guys get to eat popcorn. Or like some sort of popcorn. I don't know. It's not the right color. I was rushing it. I drew it really fast because I wanted to play Power World. Alin, what's wrong? What's wrong, Presvale? Or Heckish, my
Alin
bad.
consume. Is it cannibalism for a sheepy to devour a human?
No. Power World has taught me that. When YouTube? When YouTube? What do you mean when YouTube? Is the YouTube stream not working? Oh, when do we get to speak? Sadly, it's a one-way street. It only operates on one side. So only the sheepies get to speak. Rammies are canonically mute. So, let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson, chat. I think we spent enough time breaking the ice, right? We had enough time for breaking the ice. I kind of wish I could alternate between the two. You're canonically mute. Kinda. Like, if I could make it so, like, Rammies get to speak 1 week or, like, sheepies get to speak 1 week. I wish I could do that, but sadly, text-to-speech only supports Twitch TV, if I remember correctly. Let me check, actually.
I haven't touched Pal World yet. Might play it today.
You should, it's pretty fun. Oh yeah, I just checked. Oh wait, actually. Maybe. The thing is I had to disable YouTube in order for me to do
You will
it.
get
or
addicted
Twitch.
like the teacher in front of us.
Okay, so.
I have come.
Welcome, come. So, welcome to today's stream. Guess I'll lurk then. No problem, no problem. So, today class, we are gonna learn about Twitter. And I'm still gonna call it Twitter. I don't care what anybody says. Twitter, it will always be Twitter in my heart. Let me make sure this is the right size for the whiteboard. Okay. The projector. All right. Because, as I said before, I want to be a more effective, oh yeah, actually, before I start,
Twitter. Alin, what's a Twitter?
Wait, but before I start, I'll explain what a Twitter is. But before I start, you'll notice on Twitch, I actually set up a ad schedule. I was actually reading somebody's tweet. I don't remember what their name was, but they were talking about how, like, having no pre-roll ads would be good for kind of, like, getting people in. So I thought it would be a good way to kind of get more sheepies. So the thing is, it's scheduled for every 30 minutes, and I'm not too sure what do people do normally during ad breaks. Do they actually take the break and not do anything during an ad break? Or do they still continue streaming? Because, like, I don't need an ad break, honestly. Like, theoretically and applicably.
Ad block goes burr.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm not allowed to endorse it, but if you guys have it, just don't let me know, essentially. But yeah, the thing is, for those who are not subscribed, you'll notice that there's no more pre-roll ads, but there's going to be regular ad breaks, I guess. I don't know how it works. It's the first time testing this. I'm going to test it for a bit to see how it works. But if I don't like it, I'll go back to the old schedule, because it is kind of nice not having to schedule my ads myself at the very beginning so I could do everything. But then you guys have to have ad the whole time. We'll see. But yeah, I just like that. Okay, and thank you, my well-placed OWO student. Twitter, he asked...
I think you'll know when there's an ad break. Subs won't be on a break, so you can still speak to them.
That's true, but the thing is, like, do I continue the content? Like, do I just continue doing what I'm doing? Like, do I pause the game and say, hey, guys? We'll see. We'll come across that. We'll cross that bridge, because technically, most of you guys who, like, don't like the ads already subscribe to me, and those who don't like the ads also have, you know, other means of avoiding the ads. But if anything, I guess it'll be like to newer viewers, basically. I guess. We'll see. But yeah, thank you, well-placed OWO into the sheepy herd. He asked, what is Twitter? Well, Twitter is dead, theoretically. But Twitter is now known as the website X. That's right. We are entering the X zone, right? And it's not just like, hey, this is like a crossover. Twitter crossover with Discord coming to the... No. Okay, so yeah, it is also known as X now, okay? So, ooh, we should make this edgy. in that sense, it is a social media
Twitter
platform.
is my favorite porn site.
Thank you, Frostpunk. Should we have like a timeout corner? Like we should put like I saw somebody else have it so multiple chat members could come as multiple people. We should have one that's like for Frostpunk so we can put him in the corner. Hydrate? Alright, fine. I actually got the water this time, you see? So, Twitter is a very successful social media website. It is used by many users
We
to
had
both
2
advertise.
redeems earlier. 2 more sips.
Okay, fine. Jeez, you guys still get to teach the teacher. Stop right there. There. You hear that 2 sips? Stop.
Heyo.
Stop. I'm already halfway through my little cup of water. Do I need to like have a cup emote? Like something like that? Why should I stop right there, Heckish? I'll keep going. I gotta put that on cooldown. You're a criminal. Happy? I'm putting that on cooldown. Give me a second. The classroom is bullying the teacher.
There's no cooldown. Alin Laphel.
Well, we never had a use for it because I never actually drank on the stream. So I thought, like, you know, I might as well just put this here. Okay, how do I put a cooldown on this? We're gonna put a cooldown once every 7 days, okay? There you go. Happy? There's a cooldown now. Because it didn't send? Your message didn't send. What do you mean? I should probably become a Twitch person. This is a, like, become.
Bro's not
stay where
gonna
you are
drink
when
for
you're.
7 days.
Thank you. So ready? The thing is, just stay on the website you're comfortable with. I know you don't get as much features, but I still try to acknowledge you guys just as much. You guys are just as important, you know? But yeah, Twitter is just a social media website. It's often used by people to grow their business as a way to expand to another audience. And a lot of people like to use it also for recreation. Like, you know, posting out to the world so people can see their messages or not.
Porn.
I mean, mostly. Frostpunk apparently uses it for illicit activities. I'm not gonna say that word because I'm.
Twitter is a social website. X is a prawn website.
Stop it, guys. We're gonna be on YouTube. YouTube is listening. I'll steal the features of Twitch. We'll see. I'll try to get some more things set up for YouTube. I want to get some things set up for you. So, as I said before, I had a
X
New Year's
like
revolution.
X video.
Guys, please. I'm listening on you guys. I mean, technically, like, I read the Rammies messages, so. My
I
goal
also
for this
use
year.
it for that.
My goal for this year, guys, is to grow both in social media presence as well as VTuber presence, right? So I'm gonna try to do some things, experiment with things like I did with the ad manager. We'll see how that works. But also with that, I need to learn how to tweet. And I think from what I can tell, like, I think, let me see. I think it's important to, based on what I noticed with VTuber habits, tweet daily, right? Like, I think a good starting point to look at, let me use a different pen. Not this one. Not that one. Tweet daily, okay? I think like a lot of us notice like VTubers that we followed, where whether they're corporate or indie, like big indie or even small indies, they have like a daily routine of posting, right?
You
know
could
what I mean?
become a VTweeter, a VTuber that doesn't streams and only cause drama. Alin Laphel.
Honestly, I could learn a thing or two from VTweeters. Learning how to tweet. I'm an expert. We all know how to get canceled. Guys. So the thing is though, like, this is the hardest part. Like, the question is, in theory, my chat members, as an analytical person myself, what does a person tweet? What do people tweet on a daily basis? Which is what I thought we might as well come to observe, right? So I thought, together with you, chat, let's look at Twitter. I'm not gonna actually look at Twitter because, like, if I show my Twitter, it's gonna be full of like pictures that pictures of I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. But here's an example already. Here's a very good example from what I
But
already
Alan
saw.
is CISO, right?
I'm still say so. I'm expert. Here's a thing that I already see, right?
Gonna be full of what now? Evil smiley face.
I'm not gonna post the names of the people I'm finding these tweets from, but here's what I already saw as soon as I opened it. And I think, is this a good idea? Like, in theory, is it a good idea to post daily a greeting? Because that's like a very simple thing that I could post daily. Even if I don't post anything else for the rest of the day, like, is it in theory a good idea just to say hi? Like,
I know some post the good morning tweet.
I know I've seen that too. And like the one I've seen too back when Pomu used to stream, which a lot of people really enjoy, and personally I enjoy too. It's good morning Pomu, right? Good morning Pomu. Right? So I'm thinking that's like a simple way to go about tweeting, but here's the thing though, like I'm on the realm, I'm on the fence, right? I'm gonna draw me right now.
I was thinking if I should do some variant of the good morning tweet shocked face.
That's a good idea too. Like if you make a variance of it, you'll be known for it. Just like how I go like heyo or wake up sheepies, right? Like I wonder if that's something I could do for like for Twitter. Like I'll be like, wake up sheepies, it's Monday my dudes. That fits you well. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing I'm always worried about, okay? So here's my personal problem, right? Pretend this sheep right here, right? I'm gonna draw a sheep to represent me, right? I'm a sheep that's on the fence. Because on one side, I'm a VTuber. On the other side, I'm an artist. Oh, I didn't put enough room. Right? And both kind of butt heads with each other, I guess
Artist.
you could say.
Sheep defense.
Stretch
hard enough so you fall both sides.
I think it would fit nicely. I don't use this thingy. You mean like this? I'm sorry. I get distracted. Your teacher's getting distracted. Okay, so the thing is, like, between a VTubers are kind of known for tweeting a lot, right? And they tweet a lot of miscellaneous things, right? Right? But artists, on the other hand, tend to post a lot of art, right? They do have miscellaneous tweets, but this is what takes the majority of the time, right? And the problem is, I think most of the people who followed me on Twitter followed me for this. So they expect this a lot more than they expect this, you know? So I'm always wondering about that thin line between the two, especially since I haven't had much time to draw like fan art stuff, especially now that I picked up video editing. Like, I'm really considering just dropping video editing. 2 accounts? That's a good theory. If I split it into 2 accounts, that's a good idea, right? So I have like an art account, and then I have like a VTube account, right? But the problem with that though is, in theory, this account is just gonna retweet that, right? And in theory,
I know one VTuber that's also an artist. They do both on one account.
How do they do so? I'm kind of curious, like, how did it, like, with their tweeting patterns? Because, like, if I make it 2 accounts and they're just going to retweet other stuff, right? But that does go back into this other theory, right? So here's the thing, though. As a VTuber, I like to fawn over VTubers, right? But the problem is, I'm really... Oh, I can't write. You get it, right? But in theory, though, like, if people are here for the art, they don't want to see me just posting words. They want to see art. You know?
What about scheduling, for example? A good morning tweet with the most basic of sketches.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe like a doodle. I like that idea. Oh, well, that's a smart idea. Oh, well, you get an A for today. We need more participation like that. Like daily kind of doodle. Question is though, do I do a daily doodle of my VTuber, or do I do a daily doodle of like fan art? Let me see what else people have done. Let me scroll down the the
I
Twitter.
have also been thinking about this problem, Alan LA Smart.
Well, that's why we're having this TED Talk today. The other thing too, I notice like people tend to post like clips a lot, but those are like people who are posting clips of other VTubers, which is interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at Twitter right now. I just saw something really stupid. Let me see. I can't show you this yet, sadly, though, chat. Let me see. I wish I could see, like, how about we look at Hololive? Let's look at Hololive in a nutshell. Alright, let's go find, let's do...
The teacher is getting distracted again.
Let's do Ina, right? Because Ina's my Kami Oshi, and I wish to be just like her. Dorky. Let's take a look at some Ina posts. Let's see. Here we go. This one's a kind of a cute one. Wait, oh, she's streaming right now. Wait, is she streaming right now? Oh, I guess she streamed 3 days ago. Why is this video so late? It just got to me. Twitter, don't be dumb. Okay,
well,
so...
end of the stream. See you tomorrow, forehead. Alan
No,
Laphel.
you get back in your seat right now. Here we go. Here's the tweet that Ina made really recently and had me thinking, right? Like, how do people feel about, like, chat members? How do you feel, like, how do you feel about, silly tweets like this? That have no, like, context. I was considering doing more of these, but I was always wondering about, like, how does that really, like...
She matches my energy of silly.
Unprofessional? I have been one to be I've been one for being professional, as you can see with my suit and tie. Disproving. Because, like, I feel like silly tweets are something that is always fun. But I always wonder about, like... Well, I guess in this theory,
Daily
like...
Pal World Progress Alan Laphel.
Daily Pal!
It's got to come from within.
That's the thing, yeah, I was gonna say it has to come within. And I had, like, silly ideas. Like I had this, like, fun idea for a tweet that I haven't done because I feel like I had to draw it. So it was like how I woke up one morning.
Fenrir PC, that's actually an idea, Alan Laphel.
I could post that. I already have I found a chest with a double or a pump action shotgun schematics. So I got a pump action shotgun 2 levels earlier than I should have. Granted, it's just an uncommon, but dang, it's strong. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm buying. I had to train in my handgun for this pump action shotgun. I can make you guys pump action shotguns in chat if you guys want. But yeah, I had an idea for a silly post, but I didn't know if it was gonna be like a out of place Alan post or if it was a good idea. So I was gonna be like, here's how I woke up this morning. So here's my bed, here's my dog, right? Sleeping. And because my dog's sleeping like literally flat in the middle of the bed, I had to sleep like on the side like this.
Me who just made a makeshift handgun, Alan Laphel. I'm sorry, Mr. Laphel. I dozed off for a second. Where are we?
We're talking about my dog and silly posts. I think this could be a fun post idea, but I had like
Boop,
ideas.
boop, boop.
That's interesting. Wow, you guys are actually serious about the Daily Power thing. Okay. I think that's an actual interesting kind of like post. Butt post? I did a butt post. But then like going off that, like maybe game progress.
I love how the TTS pronounces it, Laphel.
It's okay, I like it too. My name is actually, I've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time apparently, Alin Laphel. I think that's interesting because I've seen that before too, with both artists and things and VTubers. They both like have like their own progression kind of video. Oh, I had an idea. Okay, that gives me a good idea. That gives me a good idea because I actually in game I also made the multi-sphere grenade launcher thingy, right? The giant bazooka, right? And I realized I wasted all my resources on it. because it fires 15 balls at the same time, and they don't even hit the target. I have no idea what's the purpose of it, other than wasting all my Pokeballs really fast.
Sounds like a skill issue, TBH.
I'm gonna
Alin
record
Laphel.
it and I'll post it later, okay? It's crazy. But this goes into my next point, because now that we talked about this, right? Because I always make my tweets on
Is your name actually Alin Laphel, or is it a fake name?
it's actually my real name. Like, if you find me in the phone book, I'm right there under Alin Laphel. But the thing is, like, going off this though, like, I already tried to make like a tweet for when it comes to posting like streams, but when does tweeting in theory
Damn,
become too
my
much?
condolences.
Thank you, Frostpunk. When does tweeting become too much? Let's take a look at some people's tweet schedules. I think it's important to see how often people post. So we see like some people post, let me see. Is replies also like tweeting, right? Replies are tweeting, right? So the 25th, right? 25th. Wait, I can't tell anymore. I can't tell what they're posting. Because I think this is a very important thing to think about. Because, like, is there a mathematical, like,
When
formula
does
for this?
tweeting become too much? Feels like an intervention thing now.
We gotta figure out the mathematicalness, right? So, for example, we have to think about, we gotta make a formula out of it. So, we gotta have T equals the amount of tweet that we have, right? And then we could have X be the variable, talking about how many tweets there are, versus the I want to say like streamer popularity, right? For S, right? Versus adding to that the personal interest of the
Tweeting
viewer,
more than once a year is too much.
multiplied by the personal kind of drive, right? Here is my formula. We have personal interest in tweeting times the personal drive to tweet plus the
Let's say one game update
Sorry,
for 2 days.
Sorry. Real mature Mr. Laphel. Real mature Mr. Laphel. What did S represent again? Oh yeah. Your kind of interest and goals to like what you want to do. Oh no, size. That's what it was, size, right? And we go.
When do we get our Alan Bonker moat Alan LaFace?
Never. X is the amount of times you tweet. Wait, no. Why would X be here if the amount of times it tweets on the other side? X is the variable, right? But in theory though, right? Like, I would say 5 tweets a day would be too much, right? Don't you think that would be a good kind of limit? Alright? 5 might be a little too much in theory, like if you think about it. As a content creator, I feel like if I'm spending 5 times tweeting, like at least formulating a tweet.
You need 50 tweets a day, clearly.
That reminds me though, like I was looking up like videos about like being more successful on YouTube and stuff, right? And they said that you have to post 3 YouTube shorts a day. Which, oh, ad break. Oh, are you guys in an ad? Oh no. Who's in an ad right now? If you're in an ad, say I. Oh wait. If you're not in an ad, please say I.
Advert. What the heck? 3 videos a day.
Yeah, well, 3 shorts. They said that like to grow a
You'll
successful...
die, Alan LaFace.
I know, that's the thing though.
I am not in fact in an ad.
Okay,
Hi.
you guys are good. You're moving to ads, yeah. This is just for the Twitch side, so. But the thing is though, like, do I take a break during now? Like, do I take a pee break? Do I like pee every like, how did I like 30 minutes? Like, I set the schedule to the recommended. That's the thing. I set my ad schedule to recommended. That way I can see. That way we don't have pre-roll ads. But I'm not too sure how that works. Looks like Dr. Frostpunk is the only one that actually had an ad. this is something you talk about not in public. Like, I'm not too sure how it works. Because, like, here's the thing, too, when it comes to ad breaks. Does it scare off viewers? Like, if there was a viewer that came into my channel and they saw an ad, they'll be like, well, I'm gonna switch over, you know? Like, I'm not too sure the validity of taking, of having ad breaks during content.
Mr. Laphel, will this be on the test later?
Yes, everything I actually said during the ad break will be on the test. That's the thing. If you want to pass this test with flying colors and you want to move on to, what grade are you? 12? 13?
On other channels, an ad always appear during a funny moment, Alin Laphel.
That's the thing too. Like, I'm kind of worried that I'll do that. Oh, I don't know. I'm weighing over it, but I did hear that it's a good way to grow bigger. Like, okay, I know I probably shouldn't be saying this, chat members, but I do feel like I joined the affiliate program way too early. Because I kind of like the idea of not having pre-roll ads to help kind of get roll viewers in and like have them have a chance to see the content. You know what I mean? And if I didn't have like pre-roll ads, then I wouldn't have to be worrying about that situation, you know? In my opinion, at least. I was just thinking about that recently with the ad manager stuff. But the thing is too, if I didn't have affiliate, you guys wouldn't have emotes, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword. And I feel like the emote thing is like kind of fun. Oh yeah, did you guys see? I cycled some of the emotes out, so you can see some of the emotes are a little different on our Discord or on the Twitch. We have everyone's favorite Alin Lavomit and Alin Louise. See that? Alin Lavomit and Alin Louise are here.
Alin Lavomit.
Thank you, text to speech. But yeah, we'll see. We'll think about that. Emotes are meh for me. I love emotes though. I don't really use them. But do you see these silly emotes? Here, let me.
I didn't notice Alin Laphel.
Yeah, check it out. I cycled them out.
The idle glow stick bonk, reduced to atoms.
Well, I thought like we don't have any situations to use them. That's the problem. So I thought like until I do another karaoke or a sing-along or something like that, then we don't need it for now. Maybe I guess it could be used for cheering, but then at that point I might as well like make a sheepy cheer emote. One where it's like having you guys like cheer. We're getting distracted though. We're getting off task. Chat. We didn't come to school to be off task. We came to school to learn, alright? So in theory, I think 5 is a little too much. Out of curiosity, for those who are content creators or VTubers, how often do you guys post? I'm looking on Twitter right now. Let's see some content creators. Like, I know a handful of content creators. Some that...
0.
0? Do you guys even make tweets out of curiosity? Like, even if you're not a content creator, do you guys, like, make tweets? Like...
-1.
You just take a tweet? No?
I try for one a day.
Because the thing is, like, I have some ideas that I can tweet, right? It's just that I'm always nervous about tweeting. Like, okay, people say like why are you socially awkward on the internet when you could be socially awkward in real life? But the reality is, the internet is just real life, you know? It's easy to be as socially awkward online as it is in real life, and that's what I am when it comes to tweeting, because I'm always so like, should I post this? Should I not post this? Sometimes I'm like hovering on the post button for like a good 2-3 minutes before I actually post it, right? Then I just like, as soon as I post it, I close everything down and I run away. Even if it's a picture too. Even when it's a picture, like I think like, oh, should I post this? It's just a commission I did. I have no reason to post this. Or should I post this? Oh, the moment has passed. I have no reason to post it, right?
Schedule it so you forget about it, Alin Laphel.
That's a good idea. Scheduling it to forget about it.
I look it and watch stuff on Twitter.
I see. I'm a content creator. I create the content of poems. That's an interesting kind of content too, because like if you post them on like online on social media, I feel like poetry and other art forms are a underrepresented form on Twitter, especially since the whole kind of well, but I'm like looking at some people's tweets, right? I want to post some more things that are like, I want you guys to know the real Alin Laphel outside of streaming. I want you guys to see my setup or something. Lag spikes? Wait, did you guys got a lag spike? Oh, I'm looking at it. Yeah, you guys got a lag spike. My internet be wonky.
Alan's internet goes burp.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, guys. Because, like, okay, here's the kind of thing. I kind of want to do some card pack openings in the future. That's part of the reason I started hand cams. Like, I want to open some Hololive Y Schwartz cards. One second, I gotta sneeze. So I kind of... That wasn't a sneeze. You guys know I sneeze on stream. But yeah. I want to open Y Schwartz cards.
Gross.
And, like the Hololive Y Schwartz cards. And I thought it'd be pretty fun to, like, kind of take
Found a
pictures
new
and show them
daily
off.
tweet. Relationship with ISP as days goes on. Alin Laphel.
You sneeze weird? I gotta clean my tablet though, because I've like sneezed and coughed when I was sick, and I'm not as sick as I was before. Let me see what else though.
I actually posted a new picture every day for a year, but they never got too much engagement greater than.
That's a good point too. Let's go ahead and move to our next subject. I think I'm always wondering about like hashtags, right? And here's the thing that I learned from other VTubers. Apparently, don't quote me on this, Twitter kind of like punishes you for having more than 3 or more than 2 hashtags. They no likey to more than 2. Right? They no likey more than 2 hashtags, right?
Hashtags also attract some sort of virus community. Alin Laphel.
That's an interesting take too, because like, here's the thing, okay, so even though I'm a content creator, I hate the hashtag system.
Sometimes it's best to not even use hashtags if it isn't trending, I've heard.
That's what I heard too, but at the same time it's like, like my art, like some of the art I post sometimes get big without the hashtag. I think there was like one Ina art, and it's just that it happens to be my followers engaging with it, causing it to kind of blow up on the algorithm, right? Something like that. But here we have like the whole like, what was that? Did you guys hear that? There's like a loud roar outside my room. Outside my little studio. One second, let me go check on that.
Hashtag porn. We did hear that. Roar. I think Alan will be eaten by the abyss. If the teacher leaves for 15 minutes, we're legally allowed to play. Oh, I thought we were supposed to play while the teacher streams. Oops. Fire alarm.
Okay, I'm back.
Alan heard a sound outside his room and went to check it.
I'm back. like my little area of streaming happens to be right next to kind of like a street, so I just had to check. There was actually a car accident on the street over. It was the first time I heard something that loud, so I was a little surprised. But like apparently like this morning when I took the dog out, there was like a car accident.
Is that what we heard?
Yeah,
Alin Laphel.
No, not the car accident.
That
but
was me. Sorry.
It was just a car in the front, basically. He made like a Beyblade and let it rip. Okay, so yeah, going back on the idea, hashtags. So I was thinking about like the whole idea, like apparently they say not to use more than 2 hashtags, and as somebody else said on stream, they said how like essentially essentially the hashtags like don't matter if you're not or if it's not trending, which is always a questionable thing.
Car accident.
Thank you, Frostpunk. But I'm not too sure to the validity of this, especially like when I look at other VTubers kind of posts. And the question is like, do you hashtag everything you post? Let's take a look. Let's take a study. I'm looking at somebody's post, and not necessarily they didn't hashtag it, right? I'm not going to share who the person is, that way, right? So, I'm not going to share who the person is. Peace. But I guess you don't really have to make like a hashtag.
You don't hashtag everything you post. It's pretty rare, in fact, to use hashtag.
Is it? Really? Because like I noticed like when it comes to VTubers in the VTuber community, I notice a lot of them just like always hashtag it like hashtag VTuber. Right? Is that not something that people do? Let me check. Let me look on my Twitter sphere. Let us study, right? Well, let me show you this tweet. See? Very simple. Simple and cute. So, oh man, this whole Rusha and Mafu thing is blowing up.
Hash rule 34.
Frostpunk.
I think VTuber uprising is a thing, but there's so many VTubers it might be hard to get noticed.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, so this is what I was saying earlier. So, as a content creator, I personally hate the hashtag system. And I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but the reason why is because due to the fact that, like, what hashtag is the one that you use? And I don't know if anyone here posts on Twitter, but whenever you put a hashtag, it gives you all the variations of the hashtag, right? When it's break time, there's no break time today. It gives you like every single variation of the hashtag, right? So essentially you have like hashtag VTubers, then you have hashtag VTubers, then you have hashtag ENVTuber, then you have hashtag ENVTubers, right? Then if you have like to put a clip, you have clips, clip, you have highlights, you have hashtag, or you have VTuber clip, you have VTuber clips, you have VTuber highlight, you have VTuber highlights. It's like, there's so many variations that personally I hate hashtagging because I don't know which variation to use. And I don't want to put all of them. And it's even more painful with Twitter and YouTube because their hashtag systems is limited.
Wait till you find the misspelled hashtags Alin Laphel middle.
I know, I'm not going to say that, Frostpunk. But basically, YouTube has this limit. YouTube has a limit on hashtags to 3, right? You can only have 3 hashtags that show up on your video, right? Let's just, let me make this simple. And then Twitter apparently has that limit of quotation mark 2, right? Then you look at things like Instagram, right? Luckily, Instagram and TikTok give you like, show you how many people are posting those hashtags. But at the same time, it does create this kind of big problem. Like, do you post in a really big hashtag, right? One that has a lot of competition.
Have more. It's just that 3 shows on the top, I think.
That's what I thought too, but I can't, like, everybody I've seen talking about it, don't actually use multiple hashtags. They say to use just 3, which I've been trying to do in recent videos, right? But yeah, just going back onto the Twitter thing. So if that's the case, I guess it's you don't have to post a bunch of hashtags, okay?
I've been doom scrolling for the past 5 minutes and have yet to see one VTuber tweet.
Really? Let me see. I could find some pretty easily. Like, I just saw that one. But the person that said, hello, Twitter friends, they had hashtag VTuber and hashtag Ian VTuber, right? So, like, I think it's even right here. So, what constitutes requiring a hashtag?
People say, sir, I thought you had a PhD in Twitter efficiency.
No. This is not me teaching you. If you look at the title of the stream, it's Let's Learn. So I'm also a student. We are doing a group study chat where one of us is like the kind of like the mentor leader thing, and the other ones are just like, you know, chatting and contributing ideas. So like when we look at this tweet, right? Hi Twitter friends, right? This one has 2 hashtags, which questions...
What requires hashtag? When you post something related to upcoming streams, if it's a random tweet, I don't think a hashtag is needed.
So would I post a hashtag for greetings stuff though? That's the question.
Oh, very smart. This is the teaching version of allegedly.
Yeah! This is incredibly the teaching version of allegedly. I'm not an expert in my field, therefore you can't take everything I say and hold me against it. But then like I seen somebody else. Let me see if I can find them. Like when they greet their kind of
hashtag greetings, hashtag my, hashtag fellow, hashtag sheepies.
Thank you. Oh, wow. But then like right here, see, I'm reading this. Would you keep a, I'm gonna redact name here. Would you keep a redact name here? I would love to hear your would you keep a redacted company? I would love to hear your thoughts. It can be about anything. I love our little conversations about thoughts swimming through our heads, right? Hashtag VTuber, hashtag Ian VTuber, and all that stuff, right? Right? And then there's another tweet from somebody else, right? Let's see. Where is it? I remember seeing some of these. Are my eyes too high? Here, I'll get down to your level, right? Hashtag Ian VTuber, hashtag VTuber Uprising. So, here's the thing though. What constitutes to it? Like, these posts are more like, I guess, talking to people, but at the same time, are they talking to the community or are they talking to their fans? And then, if that's the case, if I made a tweet something like that, it says like, greetings sheepies, wake up, how you doing today? Hashtag VTuber, hashtag Ian VTuber. Would that be like a required for, not required, but would that like make a hashtag kind of needed in its own way? Do you think? That one's something to weigh on, right? I think that requires like fieldwork study. We need some experimentation on the field. In the field. Okay? So I think this requires experiment on the field. So I'll try both, but does anyone have any experiments or experience with that? Any chocolate milk or tea? Is mustard gas deadly?
Boop,
Good question.
Boop.
Why did it say boop boop boop? If you put sheepies, it would feel specifically asking your fans rather than a large group of people. But that's the question though. Do people make these posts to kind of target the general audience, or do they make the post to generally target their fan? You know what I mean? Like, is it pulling new audience members? I like this. Do you like this? As an analytical person, I always wonder about this because I see it a lot, right? I see it a lot. Let me see. Let me find another tweet. Because like, these are the tweets I kind of see a lot from other VTubers, and I think it's because I post a lot about VTubers that they tend to give me VTuber posts, right? So let me see. So, good morning, redacted. I have recently received my new skin. Oh wait, this one's actually a good post for posting stuff. But they still put the VTuber stuff. That's interesting.
I've sent you an indie VTuber, could be good base.
Ooh, thank you, Swordy. I have put 10% onto your grade. 10% has been added to your grade. Let me see. Interesting. Oh, this goes into another thing that I always wonder about. Okay, we'll start with this one. Let's see. Going to see how many emo animations I can make over the next few weeks. Interesting. Template, interesting.
Hey, I thought you were teaching. D less than how can you give grades?
Will, how dare you question my role as a teacher? How dare you? Huh? Thwack! How dare you? Thwack! That's 10% deduction. Thwack! You don't question my authority as a teacher or a professor in this case. How can I get beat up? No, Rammies are well behaved.
SMH so... my head ALIN. D less than.
Ah, smack! In fact, we're fighting now. Ha ha! Worst teacher ever? Shut up, Gizamo.
Will SL3 gun.
But yeah, in theory though, I'm looking at some of these tweets. Interesting enough. It's fun in the beginning, but people call him a deer. Start to get confusion. Interesting. Oh, is this the person, Swordy, you were talking about that was an artist and a VTuber at the same time? What if we change our behavior? Then I'll have to like waterboard you something. I don't know. The thing is, I don't want to like say there's inequality between you guys, but the Rammies are actually just part of the background. They are.
It wasn't exactly this one, but Hey became an artist after being a VTuber, so yes.
I see. We are the superior. Yeah, you guys are just a background character. I'm sorry, Rammies. I think it still requires experiment.
Rammies just painted onto the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, interesting. Let me look at them. Oh!
Sent you the artist, VTuber.
I think I've seen some of this VTuber too, right? I think I've seen some of their like lewd posting, right? Which also brings to question like the whole idea about like lewd posting and stuff, but that's like a later one. Alright, but yeah, I think right now, based on what I've seen, these ones, they don't often have posts like right here. Here's a very good example of a tweet that doesn't really have a
First one does lewd posting, but on another account.
I see. Like here. This is why I always wonder, like, is this the type of tweets should I make? Because I can make these kind of tweets easily. Like I made some tweets like this, shower thoughts, basically. I picked my nose too hard and now it's bleeding. I made tweets like this recently, right? So essentially, I want to, I guess in theory, I could make tweets like this and not necessarily have to post a hashtag, but question chat, would you post a hashtag with a greeting?
Why would you share this? XD.
No, this is not my tweet. But I think it's like one of those things like making general tweets for the sake of making general tweets. Like plap, 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 get tweeted, get tweeted, get tweeted. I'm so sorry, chat. Alan's an artist and a VTuber to VTuber. Technically, I'm an artist VTuber. So odd, because I still take commissions and get money for commissions, right? And so, like, if you guys want an art commission, you know who to turn to. Aha! But yeah, I'm just thinking about that generalization. One second, I got a text message. Let me just read it really quick. Okay. Just as a heads up, I might end early.
100% of the commission funds will go into the Pal World server, Alin Laphel.
It already is, technically. Not you. I might have to end stream maybe couple minutes early. I'll see. But I'll just play it by ear for now. Then I'll have to play it. We'll see. Okay. But
Tweet. Just got a text message. Reading now.
you know what? Let's test that theory. We're gonna make that tweet right now. Just got a text message. Reading now.
I find it
Smiley
very
face.
hard to tweet unless it has substance. Anything that feels hollow or pointless is very difficult for me to write. Tweet. Alin Laphel middle.
Yeah, that's a good point though, because like the thing is like, I feel like Twitter kind of rewards pointless tweets in a way, because it just kind of gets people just seeing what you're doing, I guess. And I think that was the whole original point of Twitter, wasn't it? I don't know the history of Twitter because I'm not a professor here. I don't have like a degree in Twitter, but wasn't the whole point of Twitter was just so people post things essentially? Let me go also like put the context for that. Testing out a stream theory. Don't mind me. Smiley face. Okay. But yeah. So going off that though, off that idea, I had to just experiment with it. I'll start off by making greetings without hashtags because personally, like, I'm not too sure what constitute it. But I was thinking about this. Okay, so when it comes to VTubers and tweeting...
Time to go like and retweet to ruin the experiment.
Thank you, Will. So, there's a specific style in tweeting I've noticed. And I don't know if you guys will agree with me on this, but for those who follow and see indie VTubers, you've seen that kind of tweeting, what do you call it? Like tweeting? You seen the kind of tweeting that I don't know how to define it.
This stream is so boring.
Shut up, Chiefy. Wait, wrong
JK.
one. I'm gonna throw this. I'm throwing this classroom right at you. How dare you say it's boring? Whoa. But yeah, I don't know if you guys seen that kind of Twitter message. The one where it kind of refers it, I guess for the lack of better term, Rammies are the one of them. Parasocialism, I guess. Like, here's the thing though. Like, I've been thinking about this on a higher level. As an analytical person, like, when you tweet towards your community, things such as hey there, oomfies. Is that what people say? I don't know. Like, I want to spend more time with you kind of thing. You guys seen those tweets, right? I don't know, like, if I could find one really quick. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, parasocial tweets, I guess you could say. I don't know what the term is for, but it's like the ones where you essentially, you acknowledge the viewer itself. And then, like, kind of...
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Out of all indie VTuber I watch, I never seen that lol.
Really? Let me see. Like, I'm not trying to call out any VTubers, and I want to avoid calling out any VTubers whatsoever. But I think it's because I have, like, VTubers on my algorithm that I see a lot of these, right? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, we're in an ad break! Let me see if I can find some. Here we go. Hello, friends. I missed you, right? Right? And then they put hashtag VTuber.
Advert.
Right? I know you got an advert. I'm sorry. That's the second time you said you're an analytical person. I am a very analytical person, though. Like referring to saying like, you know, how you miss people and stuff. Gonna make tea? Okay. Take care, Heckish. Have fun. Or let me see. Let me see what else I could find. Like, I don't know what the term is for, but it's like the ones where you're essentially
Long
like...
ads XX.
I'm sorry. Oh, maybe that is a good question for Will. Will. Oh wait, I guess Will's stuck in an ad. Let's see. I'm trying to find like the what I'm talking about.
I'm free from ad.
You're free from ads? Okay. Will, are you back? Okay.
Same.
Will, question. How do you do your ad schedule? Because I decided to try to do the recommended ad schedule, and I'm not too sure.
Most of the VTubers on my timeline talk about games they play, stuff they want, and takes on current things.
I see. Interesting. Interesting. That's an interesting subject. Maybe it's just because I see a lot of VTubers, but I just happen to notice it. But, it might be also one of those things where it's not like mostly used. But it's like the ones where it's like referring to the community and it's like trying to say like, hey, I'm feeling lonely, can we be together kind of thing. You know? I'm not too sure if I'm just generalizing it, and it could be just like Twitter algorithm just showing me those tweets because like I see the tweet and it's like, hey, you saw this tweet, I'm gonna show you more tweets. So it could be just that in general. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. Maybe as an analytical person, I'm thinking about that too much. But I like the idea of making like silly posts kind of thing, right? So kind of like I picked my nose bleeding too much, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next subject though.
My current ads is as the recommended for this month because I want to gather data. But I'll likely go back to my manual hourly break with ads system after.
That's what I kind of decided to do too, because I wanted to experiment with the ad schedule. So that's why I'm kind of experimenting with it now and seeing. I want to see if it actually pulls in new viewers. Like, I won't lie, ad revenue is not like the biggest revenue in my life, so I could care less about like how much money I make ads, but I do want to try to grow and reach out to new people, so then I could do sillier things on stream. I feel like having the opportunity to do silly things with more people would be a lot more fun. So I think this month I'm gonna try it, or at least until like a 1-month experiment to see it. But going back on it, question chat. All right. For those who are Twitter users, what defines a retweet? Which is a very interesting subject in itself because...
This month, the month will end in 5 days, Alin Laphel.
Shut up, sorry, I know what I said! Next month, February. February's like shorter, you know? 1 whole month of experimentation, okay?
I'm actually doing it for the revenue. I am curious about the number difference, though I also hate putting ads on people, so I'll likely be going back to normal.
I get that too.
Sorry for getting stuck on topic.
No. Will,
I don't fucking know.
Will, don't feel bad. Honestly, like, if it was a subject that I didn't want you guys to talk about, like, today's just, like, the whole point of today is to converse and learn. Like, if we can learn from others' experience, that's very important, because we're not going to learn by ourselves, honestly. Be nice. Are you talking about Frostpunk? Frostpunk is always like that.
I'm a craft account, so I retweet other crafts. If you do drawings, other drawings maybe.
That's what I was thinking about, but then, like, the question is, like, does retweets actually help people? Because I always feel bad because, like, if I barely post art as it is, should I be allowed to retweet
tweeting.
art?
Never done it.
That's why we're learning together, friendo. We are learning what it means to be a content creator as well as a VTuber, because I am making it my New Year's resolution to post more. And do retweets count as posts?
I have 230 followers and all I do is retweet stuff.
Sorry, I think I might know what you retweet. But here's the thing though, I'm thinking about like the idea of retweeting a bunch of elements. Hey Otto, welcome to the stream. Like retweeting pictures and stuff. It's just that like I don't know what the etiquettes of retweeting pictures are. What happened? They got ad time. So don't worry about it. Earlier. Because I don't know if like
at
retweeting
97 source.
I don't know no like what you're talking about, Heckish. I don't know, like, is it good etiquette to retweet someone's picture? Like, personally, I like it when people retweet it, but am I out of the norm if I do like it? Like, and then like the question is, do my viewers?
I only retweet when it's something I think is very interesting. If I am trying to boast a friend's stream, or if I want the other VTubers who follow me to see the information.
That's a good point. But like, when it comes to other things though, like say like pictures
I don't
and stuff.
fucking know, Alan. Please stop asking me questions.
Watch your language. We are in a classroom. We are in the classroom. You cannot. Wait, why is it not working? There you go. You cannot speak like that. How dare you speak like that? Do I need to pull out the gun? Chat member? Who do you think you are getting off talking like that? Thwack! Think about your language.
At packet_o_ lies sent on Discord. Will SL3 Polvin?
I'll see.
Ow.
Yeah. You better say ow. 10 points have been deducted from your grade. That'll be on the test. How often does Frostpunk get hit on the street? But yeah, out of curiosity, do you guys have an idea about like retweeting etiquettes? Is there like a kind of like retweeting kind of limit? Like I see a lot of pictures. I love a lot of pictures. But the last thing is like, I don't know, is it good for a VTuber account, an art account, to be just retweeting art all the time? And then I always like see this question also like kind of reflected off Hololive and Niji-Sanji. Like,
don't retweet lewds or drama.
No, I know that already.
I don't fucking know, Alan.
The thing is though, like, the question becomes like, how often can I retweet art? Like, I don't want my account to be only art. So should I make a cap? Or should I just share the art that I really like? But at the same time, like, the art that I really like is everything. I love all the art that I see on my Twitter. Language punk? It's okay. At this point, I'm gonna put, like, punk in timeout. Punk, I'm gonna, give me a second. Let me, put you in timeout.
Doctor, please, we need your input.
There you go. He's in the timeout corner now. Okay. So yeah, it's just something I was just thinking about. Maybe I should take
if you really enjoy it, why not? Wouldn't you want to have someone retweet your own stuff if they like it?
That's true, but I have to remember too.
Sex having no.
You wouldn't mind?
If it's retweeting cute pictures, I wouldn't complain.
Interesting. The question though, the thing is though, like when somebody retweets, like say, like I don't know how Twitter works, but if I retweet 5 pictures in a row, do you guys see all 5 pictures in a row? Like, I'm not too sure how Twitter works. Or will it be like spread throughout
Likes
the day?
on your retweets makes bigger engagement.
I see. Interesting. That's true. Maybe I will start retweeting pictures then.
Nope, we will only see once in a while.
Ah, okay. So that was one of my concerns because I was kind of worried that like, as a Twitter user, if I was to...
It won't be all in a row unless you're in a chronological format.
Oh, interesting. Because I was kind of worried that like I retweet like 5 pictures and you guys see, and then Alan's like, you guys will be like,
I honestly have no idea. I barely check up on people's retweets. I either see it and like it, or see it and move on.
Okay. I'm gonna experiment with this. Another field study. Okay, we're gonna experiment on the field. Because I kind of want to experiment or retweet more art, but I don't know if like, the thing is like the way I kind of always saw it was like, I shouldn't retweet art if I'm trying to grow my channel, because essentially I'm advertising other people more than I am myself. But I have been retweeting other people's schedule, like liking people's posts and replying, right? So there's that at the very least. Let me take a look at the time. Okay, I might have to spend 10 more minutes and then I have to start get going because like I did get a text message that needs me. So, But yeah. I'm sorry to have to end stream in 10 minutes, but yeah. There will be days like this, after all. What else do we need to cover? Okay, so I'm gonna try doing that more. I'm gonna try to retweet. Does retweets count as posts, though? Quote tweets do, right?
Alan, we need you. Sad face.
Don't worry, we might have a part 2 if we don't get through all the subjects today. So we learned what we could tweet, right? Daily tweets of greetings are always fun.
You better give us an extra 50% on our grade for leaving early, Alin Laphel. I didn't text you.
It wasn't you that texted me, Gizama. I know other people other than you.
We're gonna get homework. W.
We are gonna get homework. In fact, I'm gonna give you guys a worksheet right now. What is your Twitter handle? How often do you tweet? But yeah,
Fuck.
Frostpunk. How dare you say that word? But the thing is, I was thinking about, along with all these kind of things, like, when it comes to...
Lies.
Give us homework? No. when it comes to it, like when it comes to posting on social media, we're just talking about Twitter right now, right? So I always wonder how much of it carries over to things like Instagram and stuff, especially Instagram, since Instagram you can't just post words, you have to post a picture with it. Sorry about that. So I wonder how much of this information does carry over, but I think that's a study for another day, right? Alright, question. How do people feel about posting shorts, right? Because here's the thing I was thinking about before, right? Let's go ahead and write this into our chalkboard chat.
Insta could be good for that daily doodle.
Well, Instagram could be good for daily doodle, and I think it'll be interesting too because like you can do a lot with it, but maybe we'll have to keep that as a separate subject. Shorts. You know what I mean? We have short form video content, right? Like I've been making a lot of shorts. I make one a day, right? So essentially I was thinking that if I post 3 shorts, is that good or bad?
I was doing a thumbnail and had this silly idea.
I have
Shorts like pants but not.
No, Gizamo, we're talking about short videos.
If you make a short for YouTube and or TikTok, why not put it on Twitter as well? Though, I guess you could put the link of that short to tweet.
That's a good question too, like do I post a link or do I post the video? I feel like posting the video might be better, but here's the thing that I've always had a question about. Okay. Is no engagement bad engagement? Right? That's a question that I always wonder about as a content creator and as a artist, right? Is it worth posting a post if I know it won't get engagement? Does that make sense? Like, think of it like this. It goes back to the whole idea of posting all these kind of posts, right? And then it goes to the idea of establishing a brand, right? If my brand is not known for posting like videos,
no
would that be
engagement
bad?
Means no dopamine. No dopamine means sadness, and sadness is bad.
Well, no, I don't care about the dopamine reaction. I'm talking about in the sense of like growth. Like, is my Twitter impacted negatively if I post content that I know will not get engagement?
Why not? It will give you practice.
Well, algorithm is the thing that is the root of all things that
I require
people
2
do.
engagement for my next tweet.
Like,
maybe for giveaways in the future you could do it only on stream instead on Twitter. It'll force engagement to Twitch, YouTube.
that's an interesting take. I'll write that down, right? Streams. Okay. I like that idea. So it's like, if you want to volunteer for Padurus or if you want to volunteer for the Halloween thing, come to the stream and let me know. I'm holding you at gunpoint. But then again, is that in good nature though? Is that, like, along with becoming a VTuber, I want to do so in a very respectful way. I don't want to be scummy about my techniques. I mean, I could be scummy. I could easily be scummy, but I choose not to, right? I think there was a moral choice my professor gave me back in college. When I was back in college, I was lending a pencil out to a student, and other people realized, like, oh, I forgot this supply, right? And I just happened to have those supplies, right? The professor looked at me and said, what are you doing? You could be charging them for it, right? And I said, like, no, I don't want to charge them. But he said, like, you can make... Back when I was he talked about when he was in college, whenever somebody needed supplies, he would charge like 25 cents or $1, right? And it makes sense,
People
right?
also tend to follow for one reason, e.g. giveaways, so if there isn't a consistent stream of that content, they probably won't engage.
That's true. But like, that moment made me think about the fact that like, I'm not very good at exploitation, I guess? Because like, my moral compass, my personal moral compass doesn't like the idea of exploiting people who need something, right? And in this case, it's kind of like they need this drawing. Well, maybe not need, maybe want. That's a better way to put it. Like, want something.
That has such a money means everything attitude, and I'm not down with it.
Yeah, and that's how I felt about it. But he's right, though. Like, a smarter mindset would be to charge people for it. It's not a large cost. You're making money in the end to pay back for the supplies. and you're helping the other person, it helps everybody all together. But in my kind of like moral compass, I feel guilty if I did something like that. And I feel the same thing about that idea of like forcing people to just stream, right? So that's why it's like it's not the same kind of contact because you're still not getting charged, but it's forcing them to take an extra step that I normally would not let them do, you know? But the thing is, like, here's the thing. If I want to be a VTuber, if I want to get those numbers, you hear me slapping? If I want to hit it big, I need to try to start stepping on people's toes.
Social media too hard. I am only a little guy.
Yeah, all of you understand, right? We little guys, we have trouble trying to step on those toes. We are the introverts. We are the social awkwardness of the internet, right? Hey Olive, how you doing? But the thing is, like, I'm realizing that, like, if I ever want to grow, I gotta start punching people. I gotta start going like punch, punch, punch. Just follow, just follow.
You need a breakthrough, something you're known for on Twitter that you'd also do on Twitch.
That's a good point too, but
hey,
look,
Olive.
I think something consistent is very important too. Like, not what I'm looking for is not a breakthrough. What I'm looking for is consistency.
Friday. And
yeah,
hey, Will.
It's Friday. Hey yo.
Alan, put down the stick. Stop hitting people, please.
Dwack! How dare you question my
It's time
teaching?
to stream Alin Laphel.
Might makes it right. I joke about it though, but I'm too soft. I'm very soft. I would hurt a fly, but I wouldn't like it. So I'll think about that. But yeah, it just goes into the idea of like shorts. Like, is Twitter the place for shorts? And that's a very good question because like I noticed that like shorts don't often show up on Twitter. If that makes sense. Like when people post shorts, it's usually on TikTok or YouTube. Which question, that's why I bring it as the idea of, is no engagement good engagement or bad engagement, right? Because if you post a short and you know that YouTube's shorts are not like, you know, big on Twitter, is that a good idea? That's my theory. All right. Professor Laphel is bringing up the theory. Is no engagement equal bad
Twitter
engagement?
doesn't format shorts correctly in the timeline, so I don't often view them there.
That's an interesting take. That makes sense too. Because the thing is, like, I always thought, like, should I post my short? If nobody did anything different? That's true. If nobody did anything different, we would have no progress. Nothing new would happen. That's a good point too. Like, that's the thing too, like, those are two good arguments, and I could see the validity in both of them. Honestly, the validity in both of them makes it so that both sides kind of make sense, because on one hand, Twitter doesn't really support the format in the first place. It's not a format, it's not a place for shorts, it's a place for words and pictures, right? But at the same time, why not be the one to trailblaze it, you know? Trailblaze that kind of short kind of format. I'll see. I'll think about it.
I found that Twitter posts square dimensions okay, I think.
Interesting, interesting. That thing is though, like, a lot of my shorts are in the 18 by 9 format. I forgot what it's called. The resolution that's normally for short formats. I'm surprised that Twitter doesn't really support it since Twitter is used often in mobile. Oh, I looked at the time. Okay, I do need to wrap it up here. So here's what my experiment for this week is going to be, chat. Or for this upcoming month. So, and I think this is something that everybody can do together. Heck, I'm not going to leave just yet. So this month, I'm going to try to experiment with more tweets, and I'll share with my findings either through a Twitter.
Seeing the Twitter of someone who DOEs a lot of short, I don't see them on Twitter after a quick look.
Interesting.
If I look at shorts, I'm looking at YouTube. I uninstalled Twitter Mobile for mental health. Alin Laphel middle.
Interesting. Both interesting takes. But here's the thing. I'm going to experiment and see what engagement is like when I make daily posts. And maybe I'll have some with hashtag, some with hash, and some without hash, okay? I'm going to post the shorts that I post on YouTube. Also, one more thing before we go, advertising. Oh gosh, there's just too much things to talk about. I wish I had 30 more minutes. Oh, I gotta get going so soon. Okay. I'm gonna start posting shorts onto Twitter and see how that works. And it's gonna be good idea or bad idea, right? I'm also gonna advertise when I post a... I'm gonna advertise when I post a actual long form video, right? So those are some things I'm gonna do, right? And I'm gonna also have, like, going back to the daily post, we're gonna have like a daily greeting, okay? I feel like there's a lot of things I'm gonna experiment with because I do want to become better at social media. I don't want to be socially awkward and stuff like that, right? Chat. So these are some things I'm gonna test out, right? Based on this. Oh, and retweeting. I'm gonna retweet more art, okay? So, with that said, thank you chat members for joining. I'm sorry, little sheepy, for hitting you so much. I know you got a bunch of lumps on your head. I'm sorry that you probably failed today's class, but I still care for you. As a professor, it is my obligation to care for you. As for you,
Thanks
Rami,
for
you
the
did
class.
great. 8+.
INB4, he'll retweet 99% idle stuff, Alin Laphel.
In fact, let me make my first retweet. All right, here you go. I'm gonna post this tweet. All right, watch this. Watch this. Based.
Thanks for the stream, Alan. I actually need to ponder some of this stuff now.
Here's the thing too. Like, the Let's Learn stream is not just for me. It's for you guys. It's to inquire. It's to learn, and it's to grow. Because sometimes you just need to talk about it with some people to get some ideas.
Dan got here way too late. I'll watch the VOD lol. Later, Gators.
Thank you, Olive and Will, for joining, and thank you guys for providing your inputs. Like, the thing is, like, oftentimes you don't really get a lot of people's experience without seeing it from other people. All right, so let me make my tweet. My tweet based on what I said, based on today's lesson. Here is my tweet based on today's lesson. Based on what I learned about tweeting.
Could you post this in the Discord? I
Yeah,
wouldn't mind looking at it again. Greater than.
Yeah.
Less than.
I'll post it again. I'll post the VOD in the Discord, and then I'll organize our
Canvas, I
information.
mean.
Canvas? I don't know what Canvas is. Okay. Greeting, sheepies. How are you doing today? Ooh woo. Oh whoa. Oh no.
This guy, Alan Laphel.
Alan face. Alan face. Great stream cap we have, fam.
Oh yeah,
My
1,800th follower of Alan.
Thank you, Will. Shock emoji face. Hashtag vtuber. Hashtag silly. Let me put a upside down. There you go. There you go. The deed has been done. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys... Sheepies are the gifted child. No, you still got an A, Rammies. You got an A. You were behaved in class, so you guys get an A. A+. Just be glad I didn't put plap, plap, plap. Okay, I gotta stop. That meme is consuming me. It's just so stupidly funny. Maybe I gotta replace it with a different meme, like chippy, chippy, choppy, choppy, uppy, uppy.
I will not like this tweet on principle.
Alright, thank you guys for coming. I do need to get going. Let me go raid somebody, and then I'll have to...
I immediately liked the tweet.
Thank you, Olive. That means the fact that you immediately liked the tweet it means that it is working. My theories and theorems have been working. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this type of content. It's something I wanted to give a try. Word idea, since I'm a very analytical person, I thought it'd be fun to analyze specific things in life, you know? Whether it's social etiquettes, videos, or things like that. So I hope to do another stream like this. Really quick, I got 3 minutes to make announcements. So, tune in tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow we're going to be playing some Pokemon Infinite Fusion. We are going to be doing our Nuzlocke run.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. We're going to be doing our Nuzlocke run. It'll be a lot of fun. And tune in Sunday for our first anime watch-along, chat. We're going to be watching 100 Girlfriends, and let me preview it once again. I'm not going to go just yet. I'm going to preview it once again. Here's what our watch-along's kind of looking like. It's going to be fun. I'm not going to show the anime on stream, but we're going to be here sitting together. Gosh, this is so incredibly cursed. I hate it. Why, hello there, chat. I am your sheepy for today. I'm here to welcome you to our anime watch-along. Have a seat. Have a seat right here.
You created that, Alin Laphel.
I'm going to draw it. Watch me. All right, but I do need to get going here. Let me find someone to raid really quick. Thank you guys for coming.
Pain.
Also, a question. For those members in the chat, how did you feel about the ad schedules? The fact that I had regular ads. How did you guys feel about that? They're blushing. Here, let me hold your guys' hand. All right, let me, where is it?
What ads, Alin Laphel?
Not you. Let me see. Where is it? Where is my? Oh, I lost my hands. All right. I guess we'll just have to improvise.
Sir,
okay.
You have to go. Get out of here. Thank you for stream.
I know I have to go, but I want to hold your guys' hand really quick. There we go, Rammies! Okay, I got to raid and leave, so let me go find someone to raid and I'll leave a message. Who's online right now? Oh, but I'm looking at the time. Okay, we might not be able to raid today, so I gotta get going. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream as much as I did. Yeah, take care. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye. Video games. Bye-bye. I know I ended 30 minutes early, but tomorrow I promise a full stream. Bye. Take care. Blah, 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 blah.